Hello Linksers, it's Dark, Links108, welcome back to the Golf Club 2019, Summer Swansong. We're back at my Eastern Hills Country Club course again, this time so I can do the second pins, which I've not done yet. And this time it's going to be dusk for the setting and clouds. I will have to check something real quickly, so I'll be right back. Okay, I've now seen, I was just making sure what I was doing. So I'm going to do north, and the wind will be medium this time. Yeah. So basically the same as last time, except this time I'm doing pins too. And there are none of my ghosts, or even my things that happen here, as you can see. None of them have done the second pins. So... yeah, this shouldn't actually take too long because, yeah, I'm not seeing myself play again. At least until we get to that set of the third pins. So yeah, that won't be for a few more episodes though.
Hello there and welcome to the golf club.
You're back here again.
Let's get things going. Let's have a good drive here. We have a par 4 first hole. Let's do this.
Okay. Those are going to be very similar to what happened last time.
Tee shot's looking decent.
Except the pins are in a different spot. It hasn't even been that long since I played this, so... let's see how this will be like. Yeah, the second pin here is in a very awkward spot. Look at that. And, well, went to the small part of deep rough that's right here. Ah, yes, yeah, yeah. Okay. Whoa. That almost went in. Which is insane.
Okay, this one to save par.
This is a very non-ideal putt, is it?
Unlucky.
I'm kind of trying to move the ball into a different spot, so I guess that's better. It's further away now. Right.
Okay, 11-footer here. This is definitely makeable.
Oh, come on! Yeah.
All right, here we go for the double bogey.
All right. There we go.
Solid putt. We're in the hole.
Finally. That was a challenge. These must be the challenge pins.
Starting off at 2 over here.
Yeah, not ideal.
Okay, hole number 2. Let's see what you can do here.
Hole 2 again. The pin this time is in a much better... I think it's in the east spot, actually. It's a hybrid. I guess hybrid, yeah. At 95% power should be fine. Yeah, definitely. It's going away from the hole again. Okay. Now I'm just gonna putt this.
Jeez.
I mean, I guess that's fine.
Okay, let's see what you can do with this 7-footer.
I guess this is fine. There we go.
Solid par. Well done.
Got a par.
And that'll keep you at 2 over for the round.
So the par 5's next.
Coming off a par on the last one. Let's see what happens here.
Short par 5, but it is all uphill. Okay. Here we go again. This is actually the perfect spot to be at for the second shot.
Very nice. And this next shot's looking to be around 190 yards out.
This is a very tricky pin. Well, that's not going quite to where I wanted it. Yeah. Alright, let's try this.
Gee, sweet shot from the rough
Wow.
there. I thought that would get in the hole. And this putt for the birdie.
Yeah, definitely.
Decent little putt there.
It almost went in, yeah. That was very
All
incredible,
right,
actually.
1 over for the round.
Okay.
Nice bird on that last hole. Let's see another one.
Okay, so here we have this hole again. We're going to do that. Here we go. That was very bad. Very bad. Oh, boy.
No good. Okay, you're kind of in some deep stuff. This is the danger zone.
A 4 iron might be what I need here. Here we go. Ew. Yeah, it is. It's a bit too much, but at least I'm on the green.
Nice. And if this drops, you'll get your birdie here.
This is a pretty easy looking thing. It doesn't aim like that, I think. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's a bit fast. All of a sudden, for some reason. There we go.
And this one for par.
There we go.
Nice putt. We're in there.
We did it.
Sitting at 1 over for the round. Okay, 5th hole coming up.
5th hole. Alright, this is that one. This is the one that has that, yeah.
And look at this. You got all of that one. I'm sure of it.
Indeed. Yeah. I also forgot, back when I started this up, all the back in episode 1, that the reason why people still use this particular game is because there was some golf simulators. Yeah, golf simulators that used this exact video game for the golf simulation. And they haven't been able to, once those go out, all those golf simulators will suddenly be out of date. Because they're probably using custom courses that were designed probably constantly online. And, yeah. Ooh, that's a really good approach. Look at that.
Nice. All right, nice little 2-foot putt.
There we go.
Well done.
And,
Well, there you go. That's going to bring it down to even par.
yeah, and because of the server shutting down in October, all the golf simulators will be gone, and the golf simulations, the golf simulators don't want to use 2K25 because it seems it's gotten
Okay, hole number 6.
it's gotten a little too arcadey. Like, this is pretty realistic still. It's not as realistic now because you have power-ups that can, of course, have micro-transactions, and then you have power-ups that can make your drive go 400 yards, whereas here you can get like a more reasonable for a regular person, 250, 300. But yeah. Nice.
Nice. Putting from around 16 feet out.
Alright, so kind of need to go that way a bit. Damn.
Ooh, brutal. Maybe next time. Oh, you're close here. Let's drop it and move on to the next hole. And the next hole coming up. And with that, you'll stay at even par.
There we go. Hole 7.
Par 4 here. Let's have a nice, clean drive.
So this will be pretty easy. Just need to aim it there, and that should be fine.
So far, so good for this one.
Yeah, that's pretty decent.
And it looks like we have 100 yards to the pin.
100 yards. Well, it's going to be a sand wedge then. There's a whole bunch of that, and aim this way. That's not quite what I wanted, but there we go. And it just ran right off the green. There we go. Now this pin is in a pretty good spot, but I have to go over this big hump. There we go, that's pretty decent recovery.
Okay, this one to save par.
Yeah, that's pretty easy.
Nice putt there. And you'll stay right at even par after that hole.
Time for the 8th.
8th hole coming up here. Let's take your best shot.
Oh yeah, I forgot my the red pit tee start there. Nowhere near this lake.
This one looks pretty safe.
So yeah.
I'd say it's about 120 yards or so to the pin from here.
And I think this is fine if I aim that way. There we go.
This one's gonna need to bite.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, figured as much.
Again, a good recovery.
All right, nice little 2-foot putt.
Big slope though.
Nice putt.
There we go.
All right, that one's gonna keep you right there at even par.
And this is gonna be probably the shortest episode in a
Coming
while.
off a par on the last one. Let's see what happens here.
Okay. Going up this way, gonna aim that way. Here we go.
It's a nice looking shot.
There we go.
All right, we're right around 125 yards out.
And we're getting 132. Which is very interesting. So you need to do this and then aim like that way. It's a bit, wow, okay. Yeah, pretty decent, I guess.
All right, 14 feet to the hole.
Aim like that. Oh, should have been a bit.
Oh, man.
Should have done a little bit more, evidently. That was not ideal.
Here we go. Let's drop this and get your par. Well done.
Well done, indeed. There we go.
Well, you have a decent round going after 9. Not amazing, but not bad.
I mean, it's only an even par, so.
Okay, let's just drop this on the green.
Yeah, the 10th hole, that's a par 3 to start with. Also, 2 iron. Here we go. Especially with the wind helping. Even this might be too much.
Looking good, looking good.
Ooh, that is a bit too much. Definitely a bit too much because it's going to go right off the green. Okay.
Oh, no good, no good. That was a bad call on my part, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, I got to do the same thing I did last time. Ooh. Okay, it's rolling way too fast. Oh my goodness, it's going all the way down there.
Let's see if we can save par on this putt.
Ugh. That's a bit
Get in
too
there.
much speed, but that's fine. That's good.
And setting up here for the bogey.
There we go.
Way to drop that putt. 1 over for the round.
Now time for the next par 5.
Okay, par 5.
Par 5 with the wind helping, so that means I can go this way. 95% power isn't really too helpful, but there we go.
Sweet. Okay, looking at, I'd say 180 yards out.
6 iron should be fine. There we go. Ooh, that is very, very tight. Ooh. Oh my goodness, that almost went in. That would have been my second albatross ever.
Well, that's just fine golf playing there. That's on the green in under regulation. Well done.
So I have to aim this way just because of that hard break to the left right near the hole. There we go.
I'll take that for eagle.
Yeah, that's an eagle. We got an eagle today.
And after that one, you're going down to 1 under.
Yeah, there we go. Eagle under.
Nice eagle on that last hole. Expecting some more fancy club work on this one.
Now, unfortunately, this time, because the wind is against me here, I have to go short on this hole. So, we're going to do this.
I'm liking it.
Wood, you know, with my 4 wood. That should be a decent area. Yep.
Okay, about 130 yards out.
And pitching wedge. Wow, this is a really tight pin. Okay.
This is not looking decent.
Yeah, I can see that. Well, okay, yeah. Okay. Well. Okay. Should have done a bit more than
All right, about a 3-footer here. And a decent little putt to end this
Look
one.
how little green I had.
Okay, 1 under for the round.
Yeah.
Hole number 13 coming up.
I legitimately forgot where I placed all these pins, to be honest. This is not anywhere where that should be located. It should be like over here.
Did you just use Thor's hammer? Just kidding. That was a big drive, though.
I was waiting for him to say that. Oh. Well, that's not helpful. Yeah. I haven't heard him say that since, I think, like last year. Also, that is a really interesting pin. Okay, I think it's time for me to finally use this. Will a pitching wedge be enough here? Or will I have to go up even more than this? Okay, need way more. Okay, that is definitely nowhere anywhere close. So a 7 iron is definitely good. So I'm gonna have to use a 9 iron here. Hopefully it gets me somewhere. Yeah, there we go. That's decent. Good bounce on the green. Not in an ideal spot though.
And this putt for the birdie.
Yeah. That is definitely a putt for birdie. I'm just gonna run left to go all the way down here. Yeah. This apparently has the best shot. And I guess I'll take a bogey here then.
3 feet to the hole here. And there's your bogey. Good putt. And that hole will put you up to even par.
Next par 5.
Okay, par 5 here.
Yeah, I'm not even 20 minutes in. I'm already at the 14th, so yeah. Time for me to use a driver going this way. Here we go. I gotta stop doing 95% power. That's not helpful. At least I'm in the light rough.
Unlucky. Unlucky.
Time to use a tube wood over here, aye.
Now that was a swing.
Yeah, there we go. Back on the fairway. This is a pretty interesting pin location. What is this? I think use a 9 iron here. Do rid of that and then aim this way. Although it actually doesn't really matter that much because it slopes towards the pin here. Yeah. Look at that.
All right, about a 3-footer here.
3 feet, and we aim this way.
Way to slide that putt in there for the bird.
Yeah, there we go.
And after that one, you'll go down to 1 under par. Nice little par 3 here. Let's drop this tee shot close.
And here's this one again. And we got this situation again. I use a 9-iron. That was not the best swing, but it should be enough to cover. Oh boy. This is shockingly challenging, but I just managed to get on the green, but I'm getting off the green. Great. This is a small green. Like, it's shockingly small. I know I'm gonna chip in at some point soon. I don't know if it's gonna happen in this
Okay,
episode.
let's finish out. Well, you could have had a birdie there. I think you know that. But next time, those ones will drop. Okay, 1 under for the round.
Yep. All right, this is the 16th. Here we go.
Okay, let's see what happens here on this par 4. Let's go ahead and drop this one into the fairway and take it from there.
And here we go. That might be. This is a narrow fairway too, so it might go off the fairway here. No, it bounced back onto it. Nice.
Looks like about 100 yards to the pin here.
Again, this is a interesting spot. So I'm gonna use a 7-iron pitch here. Yeah, that's not gonna help. That's not gonna change too much, to be honest. Although it is going this way. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. Yeah, I'm putting this. And nowhere near close.
4 feet to the hole. You can do this.
There we go.
Nice putt. You're in the hole. And after that one, you'll stay right there at 1 under.
The 17th up next.
Coming off a par on the last one. Let's see what happens here.
The 17th is a par 3 with. Oh, this is an obnoxious pin location. Like, what is this? This is on the fringe. No, I'm not doing it. Why is he trying to give me a flop shot here? No. I'll just putt this. Ow.
3 feet to the hole here.
Yeah, there we go.
Decent little
Oh, that's
putt
not
there.
even a foot.
All right, you're going to stick right there at 1 under after that one.
Here we go.
18th hole coming up, and then you can hang in the clubhouse. Let's see what you can do here.
Yeah. This is my first time actually doing the second pins, not while in like testing mode. So, evidently.
Quite the smash there.
I think I originally had this in my PJ Tour like tournament society, offline society I had. Or I still have, actually. And I was supposed to play the second and fourth
Okay,
pins.
so we have about 115 yards thereabouts to the pin.
Yeah, I was supposed to play the second and fourth pins at some point in that tournament, and I just never got around to it. Okay, so time to use this again. Will the pitching wedge be too much? Let's find out. Yeah, it is. Alright, so unfortunately, a gap wedge it is, and I think that's not going to be it might go on the other side of it, to be honest. Here we go. Nope, it made it.
On the green, but you still got a lot of work to do. All right, drop this one in. This one for birdie.
Okay, I'm going to aim this way and go that way.
Yeah.
Damn, I was very close.
All right, nice little 2-foot putt.
And there we go.
Well done.
So that wasn't too bad.
And ending things off at 1 under par. Well done. All right, I had a good time today. I hope you did too. Thanks very much. We'll see you next.
Oops, I cut him off. Yeah, that was the second pins. I am not sure where I'm going to go next. I think it's going to be... what have I played? Yeah, see, look at that, yeah. I'm probably going to play... I'm trying to think, because this is episode 13, right? Yeah. Episode 14. I think I'll do Pebble Beach. I think Pebble Beach is what I'll do. Yeah. I think I'll do that one. I forgot to have this, and then there's another one of these, which is a bit different. But yeah. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back to Pebble Beach and see how I can do there. Yeah. I haven't been there since, I think, 2020. Anyway, so that concludes this episode, and that's what I'm going to do next time. So thank you, Linksters, for watching me play some of the Golf Club 2019. I will see you Linksters later.